good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you as you watch this. I'm Scott, and I would like to tell you, I would like to tell you, uh, this is by no means a um, this is by no means a regular video. This is a special video because this is funky stuff. Official premium YouTube video debut in studio on air with Scott and friends right here, right now. And I would like to introduce you to each of them individually, mostly because I can. um, it's one thing to say that I'm just doing the video, which I am. Um, but in addition to that, it's just it's funky stuff. That's all there is to it. Which means it's time for me to become Alex Brooke. Which and uh, Scott's recording session is on now. That's fine. And the ticker uh, you should all know about the ticker. I mean, it's right there on the bottom of your fucking screen. If you can't see it, it's blind or something. You can't see it. Um, um, but no, this is a special video for me because um it is funky stuff, and it says yeah right there in the ticker, Scott and Friends. Okay, I'm Scott, but I would be playing throughout the video here Alex Brooke for a couple of sessions, just to give them a thrill, let him feel like he's doing something worthwhile. um, so which I am. Uh, let me tell you a little bit about it. Um, In October of 1992, I actually started a audio cassette comedy series and was called Funky Stuff. Now, the reason why I tell you that is I want you to realize how special this is for me. I may just let Alex Brooke take over everything. Actually, I've actually considered doing that, which means he would be. I would still have Seth's recording sessions is on now. I wouldn't take that away, but everything else would be Alex Brooke. He's with Alex Brooke and friends, in everything. Okay, and I'm right here on Talk Studio. Okay, and I'm talking to you about this. Oh dear, how the hell did we get into this? Well, guess what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I do have a theory. Let me just change this. There it is. There it is. So on air, good old Scotty, which that'll tell you who I am as well. And with green, or this kind of color blue. That's blue. That's red right there. That's my favorite color right there. Which actually, green, red, and see some it goes back and forth. The red and blue, green sometimes, but which all of these, red, green, blue, yellow, orange, yellow, are all my favorites. And the reason for that is because they're colors of lights on Christmas trees. Oh. Yes, it's true. And my favorite color is Christmas lights. And it can be sectioned off to just red, or just blue, or just purple, or orange, or yellow, or whatever it is. That is making its way, down the Christmas tree light category, It can be an individual. It can be multicolored. Just as long as it's a Christmas tree color, I'm good. Okay. All right. So now, the only difference will be is when I talk about movies. Alex Brooke won't talk about movies. He's not going to be doing that. I will be doing that. I'm Scott, and I love movies, all kinds of movies, horror movies, particularly. But let's make no mistake. I love movies, and it's always my favorite time of year. That and Thanksgiving. To me, it's all linked together. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, it's all linked together. On Halloween, the kids go around houses to get candy. Halloween, we gather to feast on turkey and dressing and mashed potatoes. Various other things, pumpkin pie. Some may even prefer banana cream pie. But in any event, okay, let me there we go. I'm going to put this back now. It's there we go. So realistically, this is just me talking, Scott. I'll bring Alex Brooke on in a few minutes, but let me tell you about a little bit about when I actually created the show, which I may just do that for this one. Say hello, Bob. Hi there, Ronnie. What? John Wayne. Hi there, Pilgrim. Scott. Thank you, Carl. Yes. Carl's here. Gramps. Gramps is here. Hey, how you doing, Gramps? Really? Got a corn cob up your ass? No. I just thought I'd ask. You had one up there during rehearsal. I don't know why you don't now. Oh, you have to poop in order to get the poop out. You have to take the corn cob out, and you just haven't put it back in. Probably should be washed out there. Okay. And I always enjoy Coca-Cola. I do. Yes, Black Man. Black Man's here. How you doing, everybody? Black Man's here. Okay, now, I'm also going to drink coffee to tell you about this. So, put all my other characters aside for now, because this is going to be a good story, a truthful story, because this is a part of who I am. And I'm so thrilled to be able to walk you through this. Okay, and I'll do that in just a moment. Let me do a couple of things here. Okay. Oh, and this is my Wantech uh, headset and microphone. Thank you, Wantech, for coming into my life and doing this, uh, allowing allowing me to use the headset and microphone to do my videos. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. I promise. I'm gonna put on my shoes. Oh dear. Oh. Be right back. Okay, there's my Snickers creamer. Wait. Okay, here I am. How are you? Oh, and I've already talked privately with my other staff, Bob, Ron, Reagan, John Wayne, Carl, Gramps. The, they know that I would like to talk about this right now. However, if something comes up and they need to speak with me, I will be allowing them to do that. Right, Ronald Reagan. No, no, you're not nice like that at all. Fuck you. I don't know who are you and where'd you come from? You're not my daddy. I'm not supposed to be your daddy. I'm supposed to be Scott. No. Alex Brooke. Alex, how are you? There you go. Alex Brooke. There you go. How are you, Alex? Pretty good. How are you? I've missed you, Ronnie. No, you haven't. You have not missed me at all. At all. At all. Really? I haven't? How the hell did that happen? I don't know. Please fix it. Start caring about me again. Yeah, of course I care about you. You're here. You're a good buddy. You're a good friend. I am? Really? Yes, John Wayne. Oh yeah, we're buds. We hang. See? You two hang out together and you two hang out with me. So there you go. We're all friends. Oh, goody. Goody gumdrops. Well, okay. Yeah, you want to put it like that? That's you're welcome to. Thank you. Fuck you. I mean, Scott. No, don't fuck you. Un, unfuck you. Really? Well, that means a lot. Thank you. You're right. Welcome. I'm sorry. You're welcome. Anyway, so okay, all right. That's just a sampling of the kind of stuff that goes on, and the funky stuff shows, among other things. And how did that all happen? Well, let me tell you. I had been making tapes for years. Started in 1976 when I got a tape recorder, and just once I heard my own voice on the tape that we made at Christmas in 1976. Oh my goodness! Just a light went off, and just I was on fire. I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and that's make recordings on tapes. Well, here I am on video. Okay, thank you, Talk Radio or Talk Studio. Thank you so much. There's there's not much I can say about just earlier in life, because there was just me messing around and doing this and doing that, and just lollygagging and just having fun and just pretending to do this and do that and be this and be that, and just like Captain's Log, because I enjoyed Star Trek. So I mess around with that to make uh, do captain's logs and things like that. I didn't know what I was doing, but eventually I decided. Once I got my own apartment on Broadway in 1992, I decided to get serious about it. I mean, it was going to be a comedy show, yes, but I wanted a name, I wanted a character I could do, and eventually I would have other characters join me, Ronald Reagan, John Wayne, and then Bob, who became Boob, and he's now Bob again. Just it's okay. Um, it was fun having him as um Boob for a number of years, but he's Bob again. So um, and you know what? I need to go get my soul saver. Okay, I'll be right back. No, okay, no, I had okay. Um. So okay, let me tell you about what happened here. I had a few names, and they were silly names. Just um, and then one of them was funky stuff that I had written down. So and then there was like 10 names that I was considering to name the show, and one of them was funky stuff. And it didn't take long, just really, and I just wrote them down, and I said, okay, which one do I like the best? And just cross them off, mark the names out, which ones I don't want, and then the only one left was Focus Stuff. So okay, this. I did this 3 times, and on the second time, I did not include the name Funky Stuff, and all of them were crossed out. Another series of 8 this time. Okay. Um, half of them were the same, half of them were different than what I had on the original 10. But Funky Stuff is not on the list. And they all got crossed out. So, God, what the hell do we do now? Okay, well, so I'll write down some more names. This time I'll include Funky Stuff in there. And I put Funky Stuff at the top. That was the first name for the shows that I wrote down. Okay. And yeah, and it was all good. I don't know what happened. But once again, process of elimination, that one's all right, but I don't want that one. Everything eventually everything got marked down, and this one took about 10 minutes to do. So I thought about it seriously. Now, which one of these do I want, or which one do I like the best? And again, the process of elimination. Everything else was crossed out, and the only one left was Funky Stuff. So I had the name of the show. Okay, so had the name of the show. I labeled the tapes. I think I had 10 at the time. Uh, but I set aside 3 for a countdown that I was going to do with music, and Alex Rose was going to be the host. Okay, he was going to do a countdown, and just have fun with it, and da 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 da, and just it was. I don't know. Right now, I don't know that I'll do Alex Brooks. I'm Scott. I just, anyway. Um. Yeah. As I said, the the only one that was left on the list was Fucky Stops. That was going to be the name. Now, ooh, that was a good one. Yeah, good. Um, so now Okay. Now it comes down to, I know it's going to be a comedy show, and my plan at the time wasn't to do other voices other than Black Man, I guess, because he was there from the beginning, and just simple belts, and uh, there he is, Black Man. So, um, and that was fun. I could, you know, could talk all day, Black Man. um, yeah. Um, so it was just me and Black Man, and just created a fictional director, and her name was Sharon Newkirk. Well, I don't know, just came to me in a dream, I guess. So, um, so now eventually I'll let a friend listen to it. And this friend of mine who was listening to it and the first few shows, I just yes sir. I didn't have a proper name for him. Okay, until my friend was over, and I was playing the tape, and he thought it was good, and he laughed at all the jokes and everything. He said, "What's that?" Talking about my burps. So I don't have a name for him yet. And this is what he said. Call him whatever you want, but to me, it sounds like he's just saying loud. Hmm. So I said, should have just called him Black Man? He said, yeah, that works. So I actually wrote that down. Burping character is named Black Man. Half of a show, and I didn't need that anymore. So I knew the name forward and backwards till I called him. And I went through at least a 6-pack to get that 90-minute tape done. And it was one of the best I had done. And then next time my friend was over, I played it for him. I played it for him, and he said, "Now that's how you do a show." And I like his name, Black Man. So and since you never know when he's going to show up or talk, you may as well just say he's there for every show. He just speaks up when he has something to say. And that was the end of that. And then now he's telling me, well, she's doing Black Man. We see if we can get you doing John Wayne and Ronald Reagan. I said, okay. That sounds like fun. But I know how I am, so I told him I would like to work on just one at a time. One at a time. And I did it a couple times off camera just so I could, try to get the general voice down. So I was Black Man, Alice Brooke, and Ronald Reagan. And John, my friend Jeff, call him Jeff, he was John Wayne. And about the he said play blank tape and let's practice doing a show so you can get the voice down. Okay. Now I had to turn it down so we wouldn't hear the static from just the tape rolling through there. And so, okay, all right. And he was there with me all day and most of the evening. Just kept messing around with it and trying the recording and everything else. And eventually I felt comfortable doing the voice of Ronald Reagan. He said, okay, Now let's work on you doing the voice of John Wayne. Said, okay. So I was Alice Brooke, Black Man, and John Wayne, and Jeff was Ronald Reagan. And the first couple of times that I tried to do John Wayne, I was basically just talking like, sound like myself, and like I wasn't even trying to do John Wayne. He said, "No, you gotta play the voice, deepen the voice a little bit." And it was John Wayne took me a little longer to get, but eventually I got it. And once I actually had the voice down for John Wayne, he said, "Okay, let's do a short recording. Let's do a monologue." And just he made up some name that he was working on some kind of installation to, if I ever wanted to do use a voice changer, this was the application that I could use. It was I had nothing to work with. And so so we did a short monologue, and said we listened to it, and he said, "Okay, sound a little weak doing John Wayne, but let's do it again and try to go just a little bit deeper." And I did, and that pretty much got it. I was golden as John Wayne, or I'm sorry, Ronald Reagan. So I knew I was doing there. So he said, get John Wayne's voice deeper just a little bit, or lower in range. And we recorded a couple of times. Just so I can make sure I'm getting the voice of John Wayne down. And one thing that we did was we actually opened up the monologue with and this was how I knew I had the voice down for John Wayne. We played Holly Jolly Christmas on the other tape that I had because it was double cassette. And so are you sure? Because I've never done this before, so I don't just yeah. He said, "Trust me. Let's try it out and see how it goes." But let's just do half the song. So okay, just we listen to the first half and say okay, stop it there. Now let's do the let's do the recording now. So okay, yeah, and I did the recording. Just oh, and this was classic because we got to the end of the song, and part of it was me as Alex Brooke. I was singing, and have a holly jolly Christmas. And in case you didn't hear, and then John Wayne came in. Wait just a goddamn minute, motherfucker. Where's my beer? And he said, wait, let's do that again. Only for that entire section, have John do the voice, singing the song. Not Alex Brooke. He can do the part before, but have when it starts a Holly Jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't have that also be John Wayne. And they have him come in at the end with goddamn wait just a goddamn minute, motherfucker. Where's my beer? And that was it. I mean, we and the last part was, well, what the hell brought that on, John? Yeah, I don't know. I just looked for my beer, thought I lost it, and said, what the hell? Wait just a goddamn minute, motherfucker. Where's my beer? That's all I can think of. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt the song. And that was it. And actually, you actually decided to do a top 10 for Christmas before Halloween. And that was, and Holly Jolly Christmas was the #1 song. So it was, done during the monologue, and it was really something. It really was, because not only did I have the voice down, John Wayne's singing voice was pretty good too. And at the end of the countdown, he actually found the beer. And at the time, it was A&W root beer, because that's what I had and to drink at the time. I didn't have any Coca-Cola. Just I was going to get some Coca-Cola, but they only had one case left. They had this was we're still cheap. Had two 24 cases of 7-Up root beer, the A&W root beer, and I forget what else. 2 for $6, which means they were $3 a piece. So I walked out with 2 cases of A&W root beer, 2 cases for $6. Goddamn good too. So anyway, then over time, I just kept going with Ron Wayne, John Wayne. But when I did countdown, unless it was like for Christmas, Ronald Reagan and John Wayne were out of it, and it was just me doing the countdown. And just it was a wonderful time. And eventually, I moved from Broadway to Main Street. And I actually created a new character. His name was Bob. And first few shows, he just did a monologue with me. I had played the theme song, and just after the monologue, just oh boy, that was fun. Just yes, it was, Bob. Yes, it was. That was a lot of fun. Now I can't wait for you to do it again on the next show. I'll be here for that one. Yeah, I know you will. And the um and the inspiration for Bob was I knew the voice, and I knew I could do the voice because I practiced it a little bit. As I was riding my bike home from work and things like that, and laughing, and had to stop and compose myself so I could continue riding and get home. Um, it was actually Mom's idea for me to have an iron, and since I only had two two pairs of black pants, and not enough money to just go down the roadways and just wash and dry the uniform every 2 or 3 days. I just was mountain bathtub. Then put them on a hanger and hung them up on the shower. And they'll dry overnight. And had to make sure I was up early in the morning. So I could at least iron one so it would look presentable. And then when I got home, I would iron them out again, and then I would do the iron the other pair of pants as well. And once a week when I went to the laundromat to do all my clothes, I mean, damn sure that the uniforms were in there. And the reason why I agreed to use the iron was because Mom said, if you do it in the bathtub, wring them out and hang them up on the hangers to dry overnight, your pants will have to at least be ironed or partially ironed so that they look presentable. Because all the wringing out and everything and hanging them up on a hanger, hanging them up on the shower curtain to dry overnight will leave some creases in the pant legs. The only way to get them out was to iron them. So we did it. But anyway, back to the tapings. And about halfway through one of them, it was almost like he was begging to actually stay longer. To do more of the show. And I did that a few times. The first two times was almost at the end of side one. And then the next time I did it was just after I turned it over. Did a few more jokes with Bob. And you would just be kind of begging to be able to stay longer and do so with Alex because it was so much fun. And when Bob would bring it up, Alex would be like, "No, you're already here long enough. And you're supposed to be just an announcer and all that." And when he finally said yes, he said, "Oh, thank you. Well, I gotta go. Bye now." And then eventually, I forgot about it. Kept putting them on longer and longer, and it was almost at the end of tape 2, and I realized that Bob hadn't other than making the announcement at the beginning. The following program contains adult language. Some portions may be more explicit than others. Discretion is advised. That was already taken care of, but he didn't introduce the show, and he didn't introduce the host. And there was like almost, I was judging by the time that looked. At the end of side 2, I was guessing is what I was doing. It looked like maybe 10 minutes, if that. So it's like, well, Bob, I don't think you've introduced the show or the host. Really? Did you want me to? I said, well, yes, that's part of your job. So, okay, well, you're watching Funky Stuff with Alex Brooke. And here is your host, Alex Brooke. Well, boy, now. You're leaving? Yes. And okay, well, he left and said, well, fuck, I may as well leave too. The show's over. Bye-bye now. So, and that was in the morning. And I listened to the whole, I took out the tabs because I knew I was going to save it. Well, shit. Of course I was going to save it. Took out tab for side A, took out tab for side B, then I listened to it. And I mean, I was dying laughing through the whole fucking thing. Side 1 and side 2. I mean, it was just damn funny. And so I decided to do another, because this was my day off, so I could record some of the one. So I did. Actually, that was the first time that I actually recorded 4 tapes in one day. Starting with that one in the morning. Now, on the next one, the monologue was just something else because I mean, this is not the exact monologue that we had going, but it was something. And it was just something else because here's again, this is not exactly what was said, I believe, but it went something like this. Oh boy, have I got news for you. Oh, really? Bob, what's that? I wish you wouldn't call me that anymore. Tell you what, Bob. But that's your name. Bob. I'm supposed to call you Bob. He's supposed to call you Bob because that's your freaking name. Boy, I mean Bob. I'm sorry, but that's not my name anymore. That's not your name anymore. What the fuck did you do? Sell it? Well, not sell it. I just changed it. How the fuck did you do that? I went to court and had it changed. Voila! $300. That's it. Chump change. So on a whim, just because you wanted to, because you had no other thought process in your mind, you went to the courthouse, spent $300 just to go in front of a judge and change your name. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. Yeah. So what's your name? My name's not Bob. I know it's not Bob. What is your name? Boob. Boob. Your name is Boob now. Yes. Call me Boob. My name is Boob, and I'm standing by the fact that my name is Boob. Stop tape. Record the theme song. Rewind it. Listen to the whole thing, including the theme song, and see what happens from there. And it was just damn funny, as I knew it would be. So, and by the end of the day, I did 4 shows. One show with Bob listening to the entire show. The last 7 minutes, I figured it out. It was 7 minutes I had left. 7 minutes, and had to introduce the show and the host. Done deal. All right, bye-bye now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. Just ending theme. Done. To the next show. Now, and it was fantastic. I mean, I loved doing that show. All of the shows. I mean, every last one, and I saved all of them. I had stacks and stacks and stacks, and I had cases that went all the way up to the table of tapes that I'd done from the beginning. Row 1, row 2. And row 2 was the one I'm working on right now. Just a moment. Almost empty. Now, I could go on and tell you more stories, but I think that's good enough to to leave you with, particularly since this is the first one for Funk Stuff, and it's not like I haven't had my friends on here. Bob, Ronald Reagan, John Wayne. I don't know if we had Gramps on here. I think we did this once. I'll know when I go back and listen to it. So that was it. I mean, just as I said, I could just go on and on and on about different stories, things I did with my funky stuff, audio cassette series. But the only thing about the video version is that you actually have to see me do the voices. I wish I could dress up and do different characters and things like that, and just say, this is Bob, this is Ronald Reagan, Carl, whatever. And this, if I actually did that, I have to just trim it down to 4 characters at a time. And one would be Carl, the next show would be Gramps, and John Wayne after that, and things like that. So everybody could be on a show and like that. So anyway, thank you so much for spending time with me and allowing me to entertain you with stories about how I created funky stuff. And next time I will actually do a show that is actually funky stuff, and I won't do Alex Brooks, I promise. Just I may bring him back for like holiday specials, which I'll do that soon anyway, because let's get excited about summer and excited about the 4th of July and things like that, and just it's gonna be good. We got almost a whole month to get things ready. Actually, I'm a whole month and a half, because the summer doesn't begin until June 21st, and then about a week and a half later, got 4th of July. So hell yeah, buddy! Plus, we at the end of May we have the Indy 500, so that's gonna be fun. Too bad I can't do that. Jerk off's going around in a circle 500 times. 10-year-olds could do that, or just like on trikes, but they could. They'd be worn out as fuck, but they could do that. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.